Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. So great to see you all. Thank you for coming back and sharing us with others. Remember, we're www.yeyeo, and we're a spiritual and wellness supplier, which is why I do videos about all things spiritual. I want to shout out all my people from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Woohoo! Thank you for joining us and sharing us with others. If this is your first time with us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining and coming back in the future. So today, I'm doing a little series on body messages. Your body is psychic. If you didn't know, you now know. And so today's video is going to be about ear ringing. Oh my God, we've all had our ears ringing at some point. I'm going to get into all the juicy details spiritually of why your ears ring. So let's get started. So if you enjoy this video today, please share us with others, subscribe, like, and definitely give me a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it. So everyone has had their ears ring. I don't know about you, but whenever it rings, it's kind of like, oh, what does that mean? I think we all ask ourselves that question. What does that mean? Right? So today we're not going to get into the medical reasons of ear ringing. We're only going to touch on or cover the spiritual reasons of ear ringing. Why? Because we're a spiritual channel, right? So I wanted to share some ideas with you. I'm going to give you some overall about ear ringing. I'm going to talk about the right ear and the left ear. Why do they ring? What are some of the things to think about? And this time, I'm not going to forget your sweet things because I have some sweet things in this video for you today. So in many cultures, ear ringing have similar and slightly different meaning. So you may look this up and find out that in this culture it means this, in that culture it means that, in your family or folk tales they say this, they say that. None of them I think are really incorrect, but I wanted to kind of share with you some of the things to keep in mind because I don't know about you, but my ears ring. And I get them both, right side, left side, and I'm like, oh, that one means this and this one means that, right? So today in the video, I'm not going to break down, is it a low-pitched ring? Is it a high-pitched ring? I may cover one or two, but not overall. Is it buzzing? We're just talking about ear ringing or ear sensations in general. And if you'd love to see a video on psychic versus medium, and I even cover ear ringing in that, hint, 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 comment below. So when our ears ring, it's a message. No matter what, all day long, it's a message. The question is what kind of message? And so a little bit further in the video, when I talk about the right ear versus the left ear, it will give you more clarity about those messages. So to be clairaudient, and if you'd like me to do a video on some of the different types of ways to be psychic, comment below and take my class. But clairaudient means the person is able to hear spiritually. They're able to hear spirit, they're able to hear things. They have a heightened sense of hearing. And so people will hear ringing in the air, buzzing, different pitches. Sometimes people hear like a high pitch. Sometimes people hear clicking, different things like that. Oftentimes people are clairaudient. They could be clairsentient, which is to be very sensitive spiritually. My empaths, some of you have different sensations in the air. Some people, their ears even get hot, which is not ringing, but it's still a sensation. For my folk healers, this is the one that I know when I was growing up. They say when your ears are ringing, somebody's talking about you. Everybody's heard this. I think everybody's heard this. Well, I believe it's true. Even if someone's praying your name, your ears can ring, right? So it could be something good and it can be something not good. So there's a shift in your energy. There's something that's shifting why this is your sign. Some people, it's the eye twitching. I know you're going to watch that video. I've got body parts. We're going to get into some juicy stuff. So today's only ear ringing, but that can be your way of getting messages. Sometimes it's spirit guides, astral beings, ancestors, some energy wanting and trying to get your attention through sensations of the air. And one of the other things is it can be a sign of danger, something where they're telling you, watch out, watch out, watch out, something's happening, something's coming, right? And so I'm going to give you a sweet thing that fits with that. So there are times also where people may have a spirit that is negative that has come into their aura. This is your own defenses pushing it away or pushing it back and trying to get you to be in the awareness that something is out of sync. And lastly, it can be a sign of negative craft. So let's talk a little bit about when the right ear rings, or you have a sensation in the right and not in the left. The right ear is really the positive, right? Talks about the crown, getting information from the ethereal, getting information from the higher realms, from as energies like angels, guides, and so on. Sometimes it's also to be a way spiritually to de-stress you. If you're feeling very anxious, sometimes this will happen to kind of snap you out of this, whatever mental thoughts you were having. And oftentimes, people also get a ringing in the right ear when either love relationships or love people are coming around, a lover, family members. It could be that you haven't heard from someone in a long time. It could be that you just start really thinking about them and vibrating them, and that can also have the right side. And here's one of my sweet things in this video. So if your ears all of a sudden start to ring, but loudly, but short, not in long stints of time, pay attention. Pay close attention, because oftentimes it is definitely a spirit guide trying to communicate with you and or to give you a warning. Loud and short. And one of the things that I've noticed is when the left ear starts to ring, I oftentimes go, okay, the right ear for me personally rings more often than the left. For you, be an observation of which one you notice more than the other. But the left ear oftentimes can express spiritual awakening. It can say that there are lower vibrations around you, whether it be negative, spirits, people, places, or things. The left ear is a message from your higher self, and it is especially when it is accompanied with this feeling of peace. So sometimes people can get very anxious when the ears start to ring. But in this case, if your left ear is ringing, it can bring you sometimes a feeling of calm. So the left is more positive and negative together, but the right is more focused on the positive. So my last thing that is so sweet for all of you is when you have this sudden ringing and it's loud. I need you to pause and I need you to think about what am I thinking about right now? And over the next 10 minutes to 30 minutes, what are the things that become in your awareness of clarity? Oh man, I got clarity about this thing. When your ears ring. And so I hope that was helpful. I hope you got some ideas about those body messages and how psychically connected your body is to the universe, to the atmosphere, to spirit. And so it's not just your mind, but your body is also connected. And so tell me about your ear ringings and any comments that you have below. And see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe.